Okay, 4 now. So we lost one more again.
Yeah, sorry, I like that.
Yeah, you're good, man. Who's the other one we just lost? There was another one back there. I know there was 5.
Juan. We lost Juan.
Well, Juan didn't need the class. He already had it. Seems like there was another one back here. Maybe not. I guess we'll continue. Don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. This class is going to take approximately 20 minutes, depending on questions. Okay, so it is important to discuss these medical and project rules to new recruits to remind you that breaking these rules can lead to a reprimand or worse, dismissal from the faction, depending on the rules you break. So 3 warnings is a reprimand, 3 active reprimands is instant dismissal. We will first discuss the medical faction's internal policies, which are part of the project rules. The following policies, when broken, will lead to MD3 rule break, which would lead to a warning to a reprimand, depending on which one you break. If any game rules or policies are broken, aside from medical faction rules, this will result in a reprimand. All medics must have a working mic. EMS scenes often involve time-sensitive decisions. A working mic allows for real-time communication with PD or Army, patients, or fellow medics, which is critical during emergencies. Maturity, composure, and the sound decision-making are critical in EMS. Medics in the faction should be 18 and older for realism and coordination, ensuring everyone's on the same page mentally and behaviorally. Green, white, and blue scrubs in the lobby are required to give med kits and sell pills behind the desk. If you are a pink scrub and above, you can stand outside the desk. If both of the desks are at full capacity, you can utilize the back hallway with a supervisor. Do not chase patients around the lobby. No serving civilians when they have their weapons out. Do not ask for rank up on non-rank up days. Asking for a rank up multiple times will result in your rank up being withheld to the next rank up day or giving out a warning. Avoid getting involved in arguments. Body cam and respond through typing and report the incident. Away from keyboard, aka AFK, for longer than 8 minutes could lead to a 3-day ban and a reprimand. Radio checks will be done randomly by a DCP or CP. If done, please respond with 10-4 copy. It is important to respond to radio checks as it confirms your activity in the game. Should you not respond, you might get AFK checked, and this will lead to serious consequences. So, out on floor 0 and floor 1, do not heal and revive civilians outside and around the hospital. Do not sell medkits or pills in the back lot or front parking lot of the hospital. Medkits and pills should be only given inside of the hospital. If you are on EMS calls, you can sell medkits and pills to the patients you revive. Medics should not be standing around floor 0. This includes standing on the bush, as it will make gang members or trolls to hang around the back and front of the hospital. This isn't safe for medics, as there's a lot of VDMing and shooting. Attending emergency calls, so we're going to go over speed limit. If you're attending emergency call with your sirens on, the speed limit is 125 miles an hour. If you're not on calls, such as waiting for a call or doing medical delivery, the speed limit is 55 to 60 miles an hour. This is just a guideline. You're not allowed to go above this. If caught speeding and driving recklessly, this will result in a reprimand. So some ambulance rules for you guys. If emergency calls are more than 1,500 meters away, check on your map before you attend, because it could lead you to a prohibited place. Sirens are to be turned on once a call is accepted, but to be turned off when you arrive at the scene. Sirens are not to be used when doing medical deliveries. Do not spawn medical buses without the CP or DCP's permission. Buses are only to be used upon CP or DCP's authorization. Buses are mostly used in training and events. This will lead to a reprimand if you were to spawn one in. I don't believe you guys can spawn one in until you're in a pink scrub. We are not allowed. So this is going to cover some events and stuff about the Army. We are not allowed to go to the military base unless accompanied by DCP or CP or with prior authorization. In cases that you go to the military base, it gets reported to a DCP or CP, it will lead to a reprimand. Do not go to harbor or material theft events to revive patients. Do not respond to calls at either event. That's why we check where the emergency calls are on the map before attending them. So macros. Macros are a must and to be used when applicable. Macros are to be given to you by pink scrubs and are to be discussed to you how and when to use them. Not using macros can lead to a warning or a reprimand. So the Flobby chat is the blue chat. It's used for medics to communicate when attending calls, clocking in, requesting help for a supervisor, or locations of abandoned ambulances. To use the Flobby chat, you have to put a /Flobby. It should not be spammed or misused. It should not be used while you're on vacation. It is not for personal messaging each other. If you see radio check in the Flobby, make sure you respond with 10-4 copy. The fall chat. That's a cross-faction chat to communicate with PD and Army. This is the orange chat you see in the game. This chat is not to be used by medics except for AP, CP, and DCP. You should have your body cam on while you're on emergency calls. You should be with a partner if you do emergency calls. If you get caught, you'll receive a warning or a reprimand. You should ensure that you have completed all your training and XP bar before you get ranked up. It is you and your trainer's responsibility that this is being logged. Only pink scrubs and higher can upload evidence of the training on the training log. So that covers all of our project rules. Does anyone have any questions? Anybody at all have any questions about the project rules?
No.
Can I get everyone to post something in the chat to confirm that you're still in here listening? Or do a emote? Thank you, Miss Achilles. Okay, so the next things we're going to discover are MD and RP rules. So we'll now be discussing the game's medical faction rules further and important RP rules. So MD1 is refusal to provide medical assistance. We should not refuse to provide medical assistance except when there are active shootouts. There's a threat on our life or if the civilian on the floor has asked you not to revive them. A violation would lead to 1 reprimand. MD2, firearm usage. We mean weapons such as guns when we use the word firearm. Medics are strictly prohibited to carry and use firearms at all times, even pointing a gun. A violation would lead to dismissal from the faction. MD3 is adherence to project rules, which we just covered. Medics must follow all established project rules, which include all the one-state project rules and our medical project rules. A violation would lead from 1 warning to 1 reprimand. Hey Kim, do you have this file open right now?
Which one?
The MDRP rules project rules file on.
I know.
Okay.
Not right now.
Okay, I'll fix it later. No problem. MD4, use of official vehicles for personal activities. Medics are not allowed to use medical vehicles for personal activities. Only time we can use our personal vehicles are when we are clocked out doing a business and enterprise run or going to the vehicle market buying and selling cars. A violation would be a 1 warning. So MD5, this does not pertain to you guys. It only pertains to the CP and DCP, but we're going to cover it. Issuing medical license outside the hospital setting is prohibited unless requested by the police. Also, medics are not allowed to be invited into the faction without an interview or going through the training program. Violation is 1 warning. MD6 is medical actions during dangerous situations. Reviving civilians or giving them meds or pills when there is an active threat or dangerous situation is not allowed. Wait at least 15 seconds after the last shot is fired. A violation would lead to 1 warning. MD7, gang association and criminal activity. So intentionally associating with gangs committing major crimes, examples being theft, vandalism, murder, or affiliating with factions during events is prohibited. Punishment would be dismissal from the faction. MD8, this is a big one. We have lots of problems with MD8. Disrespectful conduct towards colleagues and civilians. Disrespectful behavior towards any individual is prohibited. Punishment would be 1 reprimand or dismissal based on faction leadership's decision. MD9, this one is an issue sometimes as well. This is failing to follow orders given, especially coming from supervisors, your DCP and CP, as this is subordination. A violation would lead to 1 reprimand. MD10, use of personal vehicles for EMS work. Using your personal vehicle for EMS related tasks is not allowed. A violation would be 1 warning. MD11 is proper roleplay conduct. Medics should roleplay their duties appropriately, including our interactions and checking surroundings during emergencies. We should always be in character as a medic. We should not be doing out of character behavior, doing what a medic should not be doing. Also, we should be announcing our actions, especially while on duty. This is why we use macros. It is a must and it's part of our roleplay conduct. A violation would lead to a warning. And finally, MD12, which is improper use of tasers. Attacking a civilian using tasers without any RP reason is not allowed. This is why using our macros is important and the reason we do it. It is not allowed to be used in public places without an RP reason. Violation would lead to dismissal from the faction. Are there any questions about the MD rules? Is Queen up here? Oh, there you are, Queen. I'm sorry, I didn't see your messages till just now.
No, it's okay, sir. I have to ask, that's why, because some of them, they don't know. And if I say don't do that, they are disrespecting. That's why I asked you.
Okay, so...
To tell them.
Right, I got you. So Miss Queen has asked if we can go to the gang houses or if we go on medic deliveries, do we have to turn on the siren? So no, when you're on med deliveries, the siren should not be on. And no, we are not allowed to go to gang houses. The only time we can go to a gang house is if you're on an EMS call and it takes you there. But you have to make sure the scene is safe before you respond to anybody at a gang house. So sometimes they do little events themselves. They'll do 1 versus 1. And sometimes they'll even ask you to stay there. But you should not. You are on call. So if you get a call, that's fine. But just make sure you're doing your duties appropriately and you're not doing anything to get yourself fired. But if they ask you to stay there and hang out, do not do that. That would be considered gang association. You don't want to get fired for that. And definitely, Miss Queen asked if we were allowed to sell med kits outside. No, we are not allowed to sell med kits outside. The only place you sell med kits is here in the hospital, or if you're on emergency calls and you revive a patient, you can give them a med kit and sell them a pill, or 2 or 3, whatever, and then move on to your next, your next patient out there in the field. Is there any other questions? Okay, now we're going to cover a few of the RP rules. So we're going to start with the RP9, which is drive-by, damaging or killing another player's character with any vehicle. This is usually happening when players are VDMing people. Punishment is 60 minutes in one state jail. And also, remember, if you break any game rules, it would be a reprimand. But I don't... If it's an RP rule, they wouldn't get an extra reprimand for that, would they, Kim? Correct? Because it's an RP rule. I believe we'll talk about that actually later when I'm done. RP10 is repeat kill, killing or chasing a player after they die, returning to the place of previous death within 15 minutes or until the end of the situation in which the character died. If the cooldown has been violated, punishment is 90 minutes in one state jail. We actually have a macro for RP10. Can anyone post that macro? Yes, both of you are correct. So you'd be violating RP4 in RP and RP10. Macros are important. Miss Aya has just asked me if MD7, which is gang association, if a gang member wants their car, I don't know what you're asking, Aya. Can you say that out loud, please?
Yeah, can we consider MD7 if, let's say, for example, the gang member wants to sell their car, usually they're doing that in the lobby, and then they're gonna ask the medic to, if you wanted to check, you can go outside, blah, blah, blah. So in that scenario,
Okay.
can we consider as
So,
MD7?
no. Now, if you were to get in that car with them and ride to the vehicle marketplace, that would be considered gang association. So you should never leave the hospital area with a gang member. You could drive there separate, and you can go to the vehicle marketplace and buy the car from them, because you do have to be in the car to buy that car. But, like I said, don't be riding around with a gang member. They can show you a car out front, that's fine. Actually, we prefer you not to even do it in the front parking lot. It'd be better to do it in the back parking lot. There's a parking lot back there that they could spawn vehicles in to show you. Because the front parking lot is for these patients to, get in and out of here. We don't want to be blocking those parking spaces up with showing off cars. Okay, so we're going to move on to RP11, which is non-compliance with protected areas. So committing crimes or attacking other players in green zones or work zones and working vehicles. Lying in wait to kill players exiting the green zone is also prohibited. Punishment is 30 to 60 minutes in one state jail. So here at the hospital, we have a lot of RP11, especially outside. There'll be people just sitting across the street waiting for people to leave, the parking lot, and they start shooting them. That would be RP11. RP13, faction NRP. These are for non-RP behaviors in a faction, such as the medical faction. This includes unlawful execution of civilians. A violation is dismissal from the faction, and admin punishment from 30 minutes in one state jail to a 3-day ban. So make sure you guys are doing your RP. You know, if people are role playing, you got to role play. This is a role playing game. RP14, sexual harassment discrimination. Any form of non-consensual sexual activity, including but not limited to simulated and explicit dialogue or actions, usage of ethnic and or LGBT plus related slurs, stalking or excessive attention, undressing, touching other characters in a sexual way is strictly prohibited. All sexual activity should have prior out-of-character consent, recorded from all parties. This should not be done in public areas where players commonly visit, examples being prison, jail, hospital, working places, parking lots, etc. Violation is 60 minutes mute or 24 hours up to a 30-day ban. RP15 is disruption of faction operations. So intentionally provoking faction members for entertainment or disrupting faction operations is prohibited. This includes preventing us from performing medical assistance, civilians standing on the body, cars blocking the body, or faking an active shootout. You would call the admin if this happens, or have it on body cam and submit to admin. Punishment is 30 minutes in one state jail. Finally, we have RP16, criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts towards emergency medical personnel are prohibited. This should be submitted to the admin's complaint system as a green ticket against the player. Punishment is 90 minutes in one state jail to a 12-hour ban. If you encounter anyone who is not following the MD rules, including the medical project rules, please report it to your APs, DCPs, or CP to be dealt with. If the rule break pertains to breaking RP rules, open a green ticket on the One State USA Discord server to report the player, as punishments for this are given by the admin. Does everyone know how to put in a green ticket?
No, I don't know what that is.
So, the green ticket is on Discord USA, not the faction server, but the USA server. And you would go down to where it says feedback on there, and then it would say complaint system. You would click on that, and you would enter a green ticket. To have a valid green ticket, they're going to want body cam video footage of the incident. They're going to need the player's name and your name and a description of what happened. And then if video is longer than 3 minutes, they want you to put a timestamp of where the incident occurred. We lost one, huh? Okay, so the class, that was it. It's over. Do you guys have any questions about anything?
No, sir.
Alright, I'm going to...
Think we good?
If you green scrubs could go back one desk, maybe, so I can get you guys all in the screenshot here. Miss
I want to hop in the screenshot again, but it's like, damn, how many screenshots I'm gonna be in?
you could be in them all. It's awesome that you attend so many classes. It looks
Come here,
good.
Miss Lady.
Crisis, you go over there. You go in there in the middle too, Crisis.
Who said that?
Just stay out of it.
It's
I don't
really
like
girl.
those.
Mr. Juan, is there something you need, sir?
Just stay out of it. I think he just wants to be in the picture.
Okay, that's fine. He's already had the class, so. Let me go.
I'm gonna attend so many of these classes that I'm gonna know the rules like the back of my hand.
That's what we want.
You never know, lady. Maybe you're the one next that's teaching there.
Right?
Yeah, you're gonna take over Dr. Guy's job.
I'll be able
Um,
to teach it in my sleep.
Mr. Hades, could you go in the back there in the back by Mr. Miss Master Charlie? Go in the back row, Mr. Hades. And if I could get Dr. Robinson to move to the right a little bit. Well, my right, your left, Mr. Robinson. And if I can get Miss Achilles to go to her right. Awesome. Stay right there. I can see everybody's name now. Alright. Go ahead and do your favorite emote or dance. Mr. Drake, go ahead and join back there so we can get you in the photo. Come up towards the front though, Mr. Drake, with the other green scrubs. Perfect, right there, Drake. We're good. That's good, Drake. That'll work too. Go ahead and do your favorite emotes or whatever. Everybody on the count of 3, here we go. Oh God, Drake. Look at him.
This guy is serving, eh?
Alright guys, thank you very much for attending the class. You guys go have a wonderful rest of your day.
And you too. Nice
Oh,
one, Dr. Guy.
remember, if you don't have all your trainings, get them done.
So, brain tip is Wednesday, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
What's up, Miami?
Y'all done the class. I was gonna come up here and interrupt the class.
Yeah, just finished. So everybody says this character looks like Cisco.
Who's Cisco?
That's what I was about to say. Maybe I'm young, but who is Cisco?
Are you serious?
Oh man, that's for you. Yeah, you
Cisco, the, you know.
Oh yeah.
Is
She
that
don't know the singer.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Cisco, yeah. Was he R&B or was he rap? I can't. He was R&B, right?
R&B.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sang that song that time.
Oh yeah, the thong song, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how we're showing our age now, Miami.
Yeah, I need to stop.
I mean, I know who that is. Like, as soon as you said that, like, yeah, I know who that is. But I don't know who he looked like, though. I know the song.
You have to look him up. Yeah, it's my.
Oh, damn. It is Cisco.
About that, Miss Kim. So I was gonna let Streamer take my spot. I was gonna fill out for two new teams.
I kind of asked
Oh,
Stream.
so right now you want a streamer to replace you for your classes. I think streamer is on vacation right now, though.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a few days. I know he's got some IRL stuff going on from what I heard, so.
Yes, Charlie.
But I've asked Streamer about him wanting to, joining in this. He said he was thinking about it. He wasn't sure if he wanted to or not. So he was.
Well, you can start doing classes, Charlie. I think when you become a white coat, like rank 5, but you need to be on the training team. That's under Dr. Guy.
Yes, ma'am. If you want to be added, just let us know and we'll get you added into the group.
Yeah, he says sir.
Oh, well, she can take my spot.
I told you should replace your character.
Oh, so Master Charlie is sir or not ma'am?
Yeah, he's a
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I was telling him like you're gonna look like a troll if you're doing that.
I'm sorry, man. It's just you know, I see female character, I instantly go to ma'am.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
no
So
matter. I
yeah, I
mean,
think Dr. Miami, do you want to still retain your classes until streamer goes back?
Uh, yeah, I'll keep doing it. I think Moxie, I was going.
Alright. Because I've already removed one of your classes on Mondays because Ayana is interested to do classes, so he's available like on the evening. So I've replaced that so that you can have less things to do.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, every time it's like usually my turn. There's no green lights or anybody did fine. I'll usually get one. I only did one class, no, two classes, but one of them. Dang, how many people was at my last one? Like 3 or 2.
yeah, it's been sporadic. So I've noticed the Saturday morning one is probably one of the more popular classes, and then
Yeah.
and then Friday is always iffy. That I mean, like the ones I do. So Thursday and Friday I have a class, and those ones are always iffy. Sometimes there'll be one or
Do you
two.
guys think that we should start doing classes on a Sunday?
I think it would be better, honestly. I mean, like I said, I've talked to you about this before. That I think it would be better just to only have them, you know, like call it orientation instead of class, and just do them on Saturdays and Sundays for any green scrub to
Yeah.
go through orientation, and then they could start their, you know. I've talked to Miss Ross about it too. She's kind of liked the idea, but we need to talk further about it. You know, just Saturdays and Sundays orientation days, and then they would do their macro and CPR trainings after those orientations. So basically, that you know, we would get them all set up on Discord, and you know, confirm everything, and then send them all the macro lists. And then once it was installed, they would just, you know, post in that thing in the training appointment schedule, and then they would be able to get with a pink scrub for those trainings. Like I said, I've mentioned to Miss Ross. She kind of liked the idea of it, but like I said, we need to talk further about it.
Yeah. Oh wait, sorry. Do you mean that just do the classes on the weekends then?
Exactly, and then we could have like 2 or 3 classes, you know, every Saturday and Sunday. Like we could have a morning class, an afternoon class, and an evening class on both days. Well, we couldn't really do the evening because of rank ups, but what we could, it just have to be right before rank ups or something.
Yeah, if we're gonna do that, like
Do you
the
like?
Wednesday rank ups might you know, I think that needs to get moved too, because people will gonna cram on it, right, on Wednesdays.
Right. So, yeah. But yeah, that was my idea. Was the orientation class. You know, it's kind of like how they do it most places in other factions. They have like an orientation. They get you all set up right there on Discord before you're even in the faction, or as you're joining the faction, I should say.
You know, by the way, King Eze earlier, he's also elder.
No, no, no,
Or
no,
just-
no. Elder put his role setup in for him. So we're gonna have to talk to Elder and say, hey, they need to put in their own role setup. I think he's done that to a few people now. He's been just putting it in for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can't. I mean,
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm it with you because, like, I've messaged Elder. I said that Elder, you currently have 2 accounts in medics, one pink scrub named Elder and one named King Eze. We can only have one account in medics. Let me know which one you want to get removed. Then after I messaged that, like King just messaged a rule setup, so I was a bit suspicious if he just made a new account.
Yeah, no. That's he's done that to a couple people, I think. So we might have to, right, find out who it
Yeah,
was. But no, it's all good. Elder's pretty good, man. He's pretty good at what he does. He's a good trainer, that's for sure.
yep, all right. Yeah, I just wanted to raise that because that's a bit sus.
Right, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what we can do on the schedules if they're gonna agree that we just do everything on weekends.
Yeah, I think that would be better, honestly, because a lot of people are busy through the week, so and we don't get much attendance in these classes on through the week, so
Yeah. By the way, maybe we can also like try to check because like currently we're doing it every day, right? If there's some slow days, maybe we can just remove it now. Like for example, maybe we can just do like MWF then weekends, something like that.
so I've noticed a lot of my Monday classes nobody shows up to, and then like I said, so Mondays is like for me, like that never usually pans out. Because I do right now, I think I do Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And the Monday class, it's usually nobody comes to it. And then the Thursday class is kind of always iffy, and so is the Friday class. You just never know. But like I said, this Saturday class is usually pretty good. There's usually, more than 2 or 3 people.
Okay, so maybe this week let's try to assess the number of
Attendees.
students, yeah,
Right.
attendees on each like each session so that we can know which session we can remove
All right. So yeah, I'll post that
and
in the.
days.
I'll post something in the team channel about that to keep a
Yeah,
record of the numbers
yeah,
of classes this week, so we can figure out the best days.
yeah. I'm gonna post the updated projects rules class that I've added. So currently in this one, I've added the Sundays, just as what we've discussed. Then yeah, let's just see.
Okay. Awesome. So Miami, what other team have you taken over a team yet?
Taking over that team.
Yeah. Like, are you leading the team yet?
Not yet.
I think you should. Honestly, I think you should take over. If Hope would give it up anyway, the floor one.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned this to a streamer as well. Like, because currently like expectations for APs, like, you're gonna help lead on the teams and such. So like, if you want to lead like at least one team you're interested in, just take that initiative to talk to the DCP that's currently leading it, so that you can just ask them like, well, I'm interested in leading this team. Like, what do I need to do? Something like that, just so you can like already settle in and you know because once you're the one leading it or sort of overseeing it, you can just definitely like place people like your co-leaders and other supervisors that can help you out, so that we can like revive these teams so that we can have the operations running.
That's what I'm gonna do anyway. I'm gonna talk to Dr.
Yeah. Which one you want to do? The floor
Which
one?
one do you like?
Yeah, floor one. I was gonna fill out for 2 new teams though. Like the security one. Rest
So the that team needs a lot of work too. The SMS or the FSRU, the First Responders Unit or whatever it's called. I mean, that really needs a good revival. Me and Kishi
Yep.
talked about it earlier in the week, and we plan on doing something this weekend. Actually, we're gonna If we can get everybody,
Yeah.
if we see a bunch of people in the lobby, we're just gonna like vacate the hospital, get everybody in a car, and we're gonna get out there and do some runs and just like abandon the hospital for a while.
Because I've also talked to Streamer about it, like, but I think Streamer mostly like wants to initiate
The
leading on
Tims.
the tactical, yeah, the Thames. So currently, if you're gonna want to initiate leading the SFRU or the F1MO, you can definitely like lead on it, especially SFRU and F1MO. Like for F1MO, there hasn't really been like sort of discussions on how to lead that team yet. So you can definitely like build it from scratch, probably. Like you're the one that's gonna enforce, like, build up the rules and stuff, and just like let us know. Hey, Kishi. Hey, how you feeling? Yeah, I'm feeling better. I can play now. Like the past few days, like I can't even like use my phone for more than 30 minutes. I'm better.
How are you feeling, Kishi? Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Get a bunch of coffee in you this morning?
I actually didn't yet. I should go make myself one.
Oh man, Jesus! I talk about coffee. I only had one cup and I wanted another one so bad. I'm trying not to.
So Kishi, we were just talking about reviving FSRU or SFRU. I can't remember what the hell it's called.
Yeah,
And,
SFRU.
yeah, and Floor 1 operations.
Floor 1 operations. I mean, isn't that just... Don't we do that every day?
Yeah, but I mean, it is a team, so and no one's really done nothing with it. And we was just talking to Miami that, me personally, I think he's a great fit for doing something with that team.
So I think that we can open up that more with like actually scheduling appointments and doing like weird roleplay stuff like that. Like that brain surgery we did.
Yeah. Well, the problem with that is though, right now with the mic system, it makes it so hard to do any of that stuff.
No, I know. Yeah, it'd have to be during slow times.
Right. But SFRU, that like I said, I was telling them, we talked about it earlier this week, that this weekend, we see a bunch of people down there. We just kind of like vacate the hospital and don't help nobody here in the hospital, and get everybody out there on the road, so that way they figure out, hey, if we keep fainting, maybe they won't be there, and we have to wait them 30 seconds. But if we wait, a couple minutes out here, then maybe we can get revived and stay right where we were.
You have to do your own rule setup. I sent you the instructions in the format. All you gotta do is copy it and paste that format, that whole format
And
inside
everybody,
the
they
rule
gotta
setup
know how
thing.
to
You put
learn.
your
They gotta
name
learn how
and
to
where it
clear out,
says.
man.
You have to
When they
put your
kill somebody,
effort
don't stand there the whole
to
time and
engage.
faint on. They gotta lead. They gotta learn how to really pro play for real, because it's going to be hard to do that when
But you have to
just
put
sitting there
that in
talking
the
crazy
rule
to each other.
setup.
You need one dead and one
Sent you
alive.
the link inside the on Discord. Alright, okay. I mean, as long as you don't have set up the rules set up. They sent me a
We can
DM
test it.
yesterday saying that I can't do it, that y'all have to do it.
Yeah, she has it. He has it already.
Make sure Dr. Ross sent me a form yesterday.
So, Elder, the people that you train, they should be the one that is gonna be putting that, because if not, we're not gonna be able to get their discords to have access with
Because that's why I thought that it's your second account.
See, that's why I was confused the other day.
Okay. Yeah, that's why. As I said, Dr. Ross sent me something yesterday. That's why I was talking to him. 'Cause I saw him online. I was making sure.
Yeah, because I was confused because I was like, I'm pretty sure everything.
Yeah. So, do I go back in and delete the ones I did?
Yeah, but make sure that all of those people that you put will put their own rules on. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I sent them the link and I sent them the format to put in right under the link. I sent them all PNGs on Discord.
All right. So yeah, just make sure that they're gonna be able to post